Hello and welcome to Divinely Guided 999. My name is Lynetta and I'm back with another message for today. Before I get started with this reading, as always, I give thanks to the universe for guidance, protection, and assistance with this reading. So this reading is about someone who is gaining more traction as a content creator, which is equaling to more views and more likes. So let's get into this message. I feel like the reason why your content creation is gaining more views, more likes, and you're gaining more traction is because you have taken time to be to yourself. So you are not putting yourself just in anyone's presence. You have really taken time to be to yourself. And this time that you took being to yourself, you didn't even know that what was needed in order for your content creation to start thriving. This isolation, I feel like this is something that you did not do intentionally. This isolation that you have put yourself in could have been because of your wishes not coming true. Not only with just content creation, but maybe other areas in your life as well. And it's things that you didn't know what would be the best route to take in order for your dreams, your wishes to come true. I feel like you got to a point to where you just started not to care whether you actually gained the views, the likes, the traction when it comes to your content creation. You started to become okay with whether you thrive within content creation or whether you don't thrive. Like you took it as in maybe it's not meant for you. But it's not that it's not meant for you to do content creation. What it is that your wishes were not coming true is because things were not in order. Things were not in order, and because things were not in order, you couldn't feel at your 100% and give it your 100% because things were not in order within your life. And I feel as if though if your content creation was to take off when you wanted it to take off, it would be like it wouldn't be as protected. So now that you have taken some time to be by yourself and isolated yourself from things that were distractions for you, it's like lifting all of your problems that you had that had your life not being in order away. And it's due to the surroundings. Because at some point you were okay and you approved to be in the surroundings that you were in with the people that you were with. And I feel like the surroundings that you were in, the people that you were with, blocked you from seeing the potential of what your content what your content can do for you and where it can take you within your content creation. You were not seeing the signs. You took it as in though, well, maybe this is not something that you're supposed to be doing, but really the signs were being blocked because of your surroundings. And now it's like you're at a place to where you can thrive and be your best. Wherever you are right now in regards to your surroundings, if you are in a place to where you're back being around people, or even if you are still in isolation mode, this has got you to a place of where now things are going to start working where they once wasn't, where it felt like like you just couldn't win. And I'm not talking about with just content creation. I'm talking about with just things within your life. Things not working out in the way that you wanted it to. You lack confidence at some point. Whether you knew this or not, the feelings that it takes to do content work, it's like you have to give it your all. You have to be authentic, and you have to have the confidence in order to do content creation. You didn't even have the confidence within yourself to gas yourself up to keep going. You were in relationships that were dead ended, and it affected you in a way to where you were not facing the things that you needed to face to overcome, to be able to get the views, the traction, and the likes that you're gaining now at this moment. I feel like it's because you didn't have a strategy for yourself. It's something that you wanted for yourself, but you felt like you knew exactly what to do, but really you didn't, because your mind was clouded. Because you had a lot of things that you needed to deal with. You were in between being at a crossroads, between making a difficult decision. You could have been in disagreements with individuals that you were around, going through some type of separation or breakup, having some type of resentment or holding some type of grudge against someone. Like I said, it's a lot in your life that was distracting you from paying attention to what needs to be worked out, like the kinks that needed to be worked out in order for you to thrive in the area that you wanted to thrive in. So you not even knowing that this isolation, if this something that you already did or that you have not done, not even knowing that this isolation is something that is going to cause this change. I feel like this arguments, these disagreements, this breakup, separation, this is something that's been on and off with someone, hoping that it can be some type of change. It may be some type of change temporarily when it comes to these dead end relationships that you have had with people that you put yourself around. But then it's right back to the same thing. These are individuals or a person that does not boost your confidence up. I mean, you should have self-confidence, but you should also be around people that also give you the confidence when you are lacking, giving you the reassurance. I feel like this is a person or someone, people that you were around that was not giving you that. They was not giving you that. You could have told what your plans were, what you wanted for yourself, because you want a life that is worth living. Like, you want to be able to live your life to the fullest. And I feel as if, though, by you telling people that you felt that, I guess, you were close with, you might not have known that these are people that you couldn't trust. You felt that it was okay to tell these people or this person your goals, the things that you are trying to make come into fruition, have come into fruition. But like I said, this is a dead end relationship, or relationships, if this is not just with one person. And it doesn't have to be anything that's romantic. It can be platonic relationships as well. Relationships with your family. Just people who did not add any value to the relationship that you had with them. But where you were supposed to be at all along was to yourself. And this is the crazy thing about this, is that the isolation, as I said before, is what you needed in order for you to get to the point to where you want to get to within your journey. I don't know what type of content creation this is, but I feel like this is a content creation that will change things like drastically for you. This is something that you would take, how to put this? This is something that you would take as your full-time way of making your ends meet, making money. So pretty much like entrepreneurship in a way. This is something that meant and means so much to you. But things couldn't come through because so much chaos that you was going through. But now, because you to yourself, you're by yourself, the chaos, it is slowly clearing, or it will clear if you are not going through this already. The best thing for you to do is to take some time to be to yourself, so then that your mind won't be clouded. Because being around someone or others that are not trustful for you to be around, that has these relationships, or a relationship that leads to nowhere at all, but trying to gain the approval of what someone or others think, it's not going to get you together at all. It's not going to get you to a point to where you will be living a life that you want. And because I feel like, because now you are by yourself, or once you choose to be by yourself, to go within to see exactly what needs to do for you to get to this point to where you want to be, someone or others that you have ended these relationships with that led nowhere will be trying to get your attention. And I feel like it will only be to see what you're up to and to keep you close. That's what I feel. But this is the reading for today. I thank you all for watching, and I close out this reading giving thanks to the universe for guidance, protection, and assistance with this reading. And I will see you in the next one.